marks the 6th annual event for Duchenne muscular dystrophy, and although COVID-19 restrictions are affecting the ride how it's traditionally done, the ride will still go on and you're invited to get involved.
Max's Big Ride is a cargo bike ride. So a cargo bike, for those who don't know, it's a Dutch-style bike that has a large wooden box in the front. So people in Holland often use them to take their kids around in the school. So it's a cargo bike ride, 600 kilometers between Hamilton and Ottawa. My son and I have done it for the past 5 years, and it's to raise money and awareness to hopefully find a cure for Duchenne muscular dystrophy.
And can you explain what muscular dystrophy is and the connection that you have with it?
Yeah, sure. Well, Duchenne muscular dystrophy, it's a muscle wasting disease. It's degenerative. Typically, mainly affects boys. A very small percentage of the people that have it are girls. And those boys that are affected typically lose mobility and end up in a wheelchair around 12 or 13. Max is currently 9 and still able to get around a bit. But you lose your mobility first. And looking at a life expectancy in late 20s or early 30s, it starts to attack all the muscles in the body. First, you lose the ability to walk and then use your arms, and then it affects the lungs and the heart. So it's a horrible way to, horrible disease to have. And unfortunately, it's something that Max has, but we're not sitting back and taking it. We're going to fight, and we're working with some amazing researchers to hopefully find a cure.
And this is something that you've been doing together year after year now, but this year, of course, with COVID-19, things had to change a little bit. How did you pivot and make this change this year?
Yeah, sure. Well, when the pandemic, hit the shores of Canada, I think like everybody, we were reeling and we weren't really sure what to do. We normally set off every June on Max's Big Ride, and that wasn't possible. People with Duchenne are often taking steroids. That's something that can, compromises their immune system. So we couldn't risk, in any situation, really, Max, even really leaving the home for long periods of time. So first we thought, well, how can we do the ride? But very quickly we thought we can't let this beat us. We can't, be defeated. We have to adapt and show that we can, still fight Duchenne, but just do it in a different way. So we have the cargo bike that we normally ride. We found a special bicycle trainer that hooks up to its rear wheel. And that plugs into our computer, which then plugs into a cycling app called Zwift, and it allows us to ride in the virtual world. So we do the same distance. Yesterday we did 80 kilometers, which was Hamilton to Toronto, and today we're virtually riding, Toronto to Oshawa. And it's really cool because you were able to ride with a friend in Australia. He gets up at 6 o'clock in the morning and rides with us at 4. So it's opened up some new avenues for us as well. But I think the important thing was just not to give up and continue the fight and make sure this is the 6th annual Max's Big Ride.
Well, we're all here cheering Max on, and of course, you and your daughter are involved as well. And for those who do want to help and get involved, what can we do?
Yeah, sure. I mean, the big thing is please check us out on social media. We're Max's Big Ride on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Also, our website is www.maxsbigride.com. People could check out those sources. Link any likes or shares or comments are really uplifting when you're exhausted and you get off the bike at the end of the ride. And also for those who have the means to, we're certainly looking for donations. 100% of donations go to the University of Toronto, to the Gunning Group lab there, and it all goes to research, so hopefully to find a cure. They've been working on this for the past 3 years, and they've had some really promising results that they're excited about. And so if people are able, donations are great, but otherwise, just thumbs up or just to say that, cheering us on, it really, helps us.
Thank you so much. We're certainly cheering you on, and we hope to raise more awareness and bring more people to your website. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
Yeah, thanks so much for the coverage. I appreciate it.